Wow. So I was fumbling with my microphone. No, I'm here. I'm here today to record a video, and I wanted to talk about just art stuff. And I've had some thoughts today about traditional art versus, well, taught art. I say traditional, I didn't mean traditional. I meant original writing. Jesus Christ. My brain doesn't work right now. I'm just very tired. Ugh. I came to make this video to talk about self-taught art versus taught art and collegiate art. Now, when someone is learning art originally, yes, you can learn and you can be good at it if you just teach yourself looking at videos online and maybe talking to your one friend in high school who likes your stuff, and yeah, that works sometimes. But from my point of view, from my perspective, I'm an artist who went to college. I'm in college right now studying digital art and a bunch of other things to do with creativity with computers and stuff. And right now, I just in a spot where I say self taught art is good, but being taught how to do art is so much better. Just every artist needs to at least be in college, at least a little bit. Like just take one college class, whether you pay for those online courses or you go to actual college. I would suggest going to actual college because even then you get the experience of having an actual project to work on, you know? Because when you're a self-taught artist, you really just you're free balling in, just doing whatever you want. But there comes a time where it's like there's a lack in quality that I find in looking at a bunch of self-taught artists, and like they don't draw things simply because they don't know how to draw them. And I see that in art sometimes. I'll just you just scroll DeviantArt and you see all these artists like everything starts either looking the same or these they look like these stiff characters that have the same shape because they look at other people's art and draw just like that versus the art that still looks the same but there's some unique quality to it. And then when you look at people who did learn art, they have all this explosive quality where they fill an image with a character and a background and just other things of like color blending and highlights and stuff and shading that you wouldn't see on traditional taught artists. Not traditional, I keep saying it like that. On self-taught artists that you wouldn't see otherwise. And in looking all this up, just getting my thoughts together, kind of, I've been just also thinking like all the good qualities that comes with an artist going to college, like that I've had while being in college, like just getting to work on actual projects and just getting that experience of what it will be like when you work in your actual field. It gives you all that experience of like, oh, I want you. Your professor may go, oh, I want this done in this amount of time, and you can do it using this program with these parameters, and that's stuff that you could get in actual work field, and just that experience alone is just like that's worth so much, and it makes all the years of college pay off despite costing an arm and a leg. It's still worth it, I feel, in the long run. And that's just been my experience with college over time. Obviously, you get those classes where you have shitty professors who don't care, and they leave everything open-ended like you would in a self-taught artist. But at the same time, it's still like the experience of I want this project done on this thing with this medium in this amount of time. And it's just something that you get used to. It gives you that experience of working in your actual field. And self-taught artists, you can just choose to work on and create whatever you want, or before you get your first, commission or whatever. But it's like, at the same time, I didn't look at it like there's a certain drop in quality when you teach yourself art, or it takes you. I feel like it might take someone longer. Cause just I also was looking at like how to draw videos on YouTube. Just deep diving, seeing what's there, and just like this stuff isn't great. Like a lot of the videos, they obviously just saying the same stuff, and then sometimes it's saying nothing, or they go through like these are my steps of how I draw with this Photoshop or with a paint tool, Sahai or whatever, and I'm just like, eh, like that won't work for everybody. Like everybody has a different process when they create something. and then it's like not everybody has that program or they can afford that program. If you use the free stuff, like still, it depends on the computer you have. They don't have that at all. Some people could just be strictly traditional, and then it's like other stuff. Like it's rare to find good how to draw videos online. I don't tell you the in-depth stuff you can get going to college and talking face to face with a mentor or professor who can help you with like using the program and stuff. You might run into issues that you just can't solve looking stuff up, like how to draw videos online. They don't tell you this stuff because they don't think about it. And it's just a big time save for me, at least. It is just, yeah, it's just big time save. Just go to college and just have all that extra help there for you, where you have students to rely on in class. You know, you can ask a student if you miss a class day. You just get extra notes and stuff, and it's just all this extra help that exists in college, where you be talking to your professor or TA, a teacher's assistant, or you know another class, a fellow classmate. And I've just been thinking about this today, and I'm just like, there is so much that can go wrong with self-taught art. Like whether you get, this is another thing that I saw online, like same face syndrome, where people can just create these images where they all literally look the same. I'm just like, yeah, those are signs of a self-taught artist. Like same face syndrome, stiff characters. You know, you look at their art and it looks like someone else's art. You get all that drama that goes on sometimes. And I just always look at this stuff like, would that be there if they learned how to draw, you know, in a collegiate setting, trying to like create their own style, like actually learn how to draw from. I would say like the difference between self-taught artists and collegiate artists would be like they learn how to draw from real life before you do anything. Like all of collegiate like projects and art and figure drawing even and stuff like that, it's all taught by like, this is how you draw this. Oh, I want it done like this. And you can draw things exactly as you see it or exactly as they requested. And that just experience alone just gives you this extra knowledge of like how things are done, like how to draw certain things. And it gives you that, well, again, I just keep saying this, it just gives you that experience of learning how to draw things in your own way. Because if you learn how to draw the correct way, then you can play with the shapes and images and learn how to draw them in your own unique style. And that's how artists create their own unique style. You gotta learn how to draw it professionally before you learn to draw it any other way. And that's why I think every artist should at least take a figure drawing class. Like when you're gonna do anything, like just learn figure drawing. We literally just sit down and draw what you see. Learn how to draw from real life, and then once you take the shapes, when you learn how to do the shapes of a human body or just any other thing in general, it can just extremely help you a ton. You know, that's just something that I wanted to share my 2 cents on that whole debacle of self-taught artists versus collegiate artists that I've been seeing and going around and thinking about today. But yeah, as for other artists out there, I hope you guys, keep doing what you do. Hope you enjoy the channel. If you like this talk or have your own comments you'd like to say on the topic, share them down below. Like the video and subscribe for more content. I'm going to be here. I don't have an exact upload schedule. I'm really just coming up with videos as I think about them. Or if you have any ideas you want to hear me talk about again, I can talk about more on this topic, or I can talk about other things you guys want me to talk about. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. See you later.